Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Good day, everybody. We're going to get started in just a moment. This is our 21-day self-mastery challenge. Hey, Miss Tammy. Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Better turn that down. Good day, everybody. We're going to get started in just a moment. This is our 21-day self-mastery. Boom. Can y'all hear me okay? I'm trying something different today. Okay, y'all can hear me good. Miss Tammy, I've never done this before, but I am trying to share this to YouTube, so I'm not on Facebook today. So we're trying something we've never tried before. If you can find me on YouTube, let me know, because I have no idea if it's there or not. It says it's on YouTube. I don't know if it's on YouTube. Did you hear that, Tammy? Did you catch that? On the Travis Martin TV 777 channel. Seem to operate a lot smoother. Travis Martin TV 777. We'll see. We'll see. Who knows? Facebook shadow banned us, so let's start moving content elsewhere. Hey, everybody. What's up? How are y'all doing? Yep, Travis Martin is 21-day self-mastery. Travis Martin TV 777. Some content's exclusive to our members. Things like orientations we put out publicly to drive more interest and try to help more people. And then Tammy, one more piece of help, as you have been so gracious to join me and assist me on this fine Saturday is not Fatterday morning. If you could give me the class notes for 21, if you throw me that link in here when you get a chance, I would appreciate it. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to our 21-day self-mastery challenge. We're 1 week, almost 1 week. We're only 5 days, by the way. Wow, good gracious. Low sugar, Joseph. Prayers. That's not a bad sugar number, but yeah. Efficient fat burning mode takes a sugar number between 80 and 120. So I hope you're feeling better. Sorry you're going through so much. We've already got some questions coming in from Michelle. All right, so I better get busy. This is our 21-day self-mastery challenge. Lose 21 pounds, up to 21 pounds in 21 days with only 21 foods. This is an extremely powerful Shibboleth challenge, and it's so good for new people. It's good for experienced people too, but with the 21-day self-mastery challenge, even if you haven't really figured out the food combinations yet, it's still very very potent, because I only put foods on this challenge that are not going to hurt you as long as you follow your portion rules. And the results, we have to take a look at it. But let me answer Michelle's question. My name's Travis Martin. I've lost over 100 pounds on the program. It's not a diet. It's a lifestyle. It's practical, sustainable, and fun. Okay, bro, I'll figure it out later. Thank you. Practical, sustainable, fun. Everything you need comes from your local grocery store. So anybody can do this. Anybody with a willing and wanting heart. We searched the world over and thought we found true love. We go through all these diets, and even if we lose weight on them, we gain the weight back. I needed a lifestyle, and I found that with Shibboleth. And what we need to do to get the most out of Shibboleth is to start right. A thing that begins right will end right. Looks like Michelle's question's gone. Tammy must have caught it. Oh, you can't see me, huh? I don't know. Can y'all see me? We got people reporting bad stuff over here. We got folks reporting bad stuff. I need to record. Thanks. All right. I'm not sure what's going on. Old devil's trying to stop us already. Y'all can see. Okay, so Stacy can see, and she's in Pennsylvania. All right. So we need a lifestyle. We need to start things right. So we need to go through our fast track system, correct? We want to go through fast track, take the test, pass the test, and earn the badge. That gives us the right foundation for nutrition moving forward. We'll have a system. We'll have boundaries. we follow those, we'll be successful. It's that simple. Now, what we're doing with the 21-day challenge is we're digging in a little deeper. All right. So instead of having thousands and thousands of food variety like we do with Shibboleth, the 21-day self-mastery challenge is about narrowing the focus, having a less opportunity to stray. Really, we're developing that island mentality. We're on like Tom Hanks in that movie Castaway. We're on our fat island, pretty hot and tempting, right? Not the FAT, but the PHAT, pretty hot and tempting. And we're on our island, and all we can focus on is what's growing on our trees on our island. So we're going to look at that food list day, and we're going to start putting together meal ideas. Those of you that are you're 5 days into the challenge. Those of you that are 5 days into it, then you'll have the opportunity today to change your list up, or you can stick with this list. Now, if it's working and you've got plenty of variety with 21 foods, stick with it. Right? Just stick with it. Stay with it. Just stay with it. But you can switch it up if you want. That was part of the rules. You can have up to 3 holidays with this 21-day self-mastery challenge. Up to 3 holidays are allowed. If you haven't started yet, you can listen to this today, get prepared, and you can officially join Monday. You can start Monday, and your 3 weeks will start too. They say it takes doing something 21 days in a row for it to become a habit. So let's get started. All right. So I guess, Tammy, you caught Michelle's question. I didn't get to read it before it was taken down. I'm assuming I didn't accidentally take that down. Hope I didn't.
I took it down. She's asking about recipes that were sent out last night. She had a question about it, so I was trying to look it up before you got it.
Okay, cool. All right. So she's good then.
Yes, and I'll post it here in a little bit.
Appreciate that help. Appreciate it. And yeah, I'm on YouTube. Yep, I'm on there. My first live YouTube video, but nobody's there but me. It's all right. So anyway, going back over here, Sharon, but if you take a holiday, you have to start 21 days over. That's the old rule set, Sharon. You can do that if you want to, but we're doing a new rule set. You're talking about the 2016, 2017, 2018. Sometimes I mix things up to make it more fun. And what I've seen with people that don't get any holidays, they if they mess up early on, then they quit, and then we're not making forward progress in our wellness journey. So for this 21-day rule set, you can have up to 3 holidays. Now, if you go over 3 holidays, I would just recommend resetting for the next Monday and trying to get 21 days again. What we're trying to do is live out our lifestyle in a little more strict way so that it becomes a habit. Does that make sense? All right, so let's take a look at our results just for some edification so that maybe y'all can get motivated, get highly motivated to do this sucker. This thing's awesome. Hey, Deborah. All right. And by the way, before I even get into this, how many of you've been off to incredible starts in the past? I'm about to show this. You've been off to an incredible, I don't know, Miss Shirley, I can't find it myself, sis. You've been off to an incredible start. You're doing great. You're feeling better. Something happens. You rationalize and justify having a holiday. And after rationalizing and justifying it, you have that mouth pleasure, and then you have regret. And then it takes you days or even weeks to get back going again. Does that happen to you a lot? It's happened. I have, yes. So what are we going to do about that, right? What are we going to do? So our holidays are not a reason to quit. How many of you, once you have that challah meal, it's all over the rest of the day? And if you have a challah meal on Friday, the whole weekend's trashed. Does anybody do that? At some point, we're going to have to fall forward. You know, we're going to have to pick ourselves up more quickly. It isn't that we have people here that never fall. It isn't that we have people that never rationalize and justify like you do. We all do it. The difference between those of us that are successful and those of us that are not is we pick ourselves up a lot sooner, right? So last night, we had a very busy week this week. Last night, we went to get some dinner, and I had bread pudding. Is that a perfect day or a holiday? I didn't have Shibboleth approved bread pudding. That's what's cool about Shibboleth. There's really nothing that you can't make right on Shibboleth. But I had bread pudding. Sasha and I shared some bread pudding, and it really wasn't worth it. It wasn't. The first 2 bites was really good, and then I already regretted it. But we finished the bread pudding out, and I got up this morning and I was up a whole pound. And the thing was, I didn't get discouraged because I've been living this lifestyle 20 years. And what did I do? I got right back on today. Now, see, that's lifestyle. When you have part of the time, I think we have this such a perfectionist attitude. It's ironic that our days are called perfect days. That doesn't mean that there's not grace built into our program. We've got to be careful with that. If I can't do it perfectly, if I can't be perfect all the time, if I gain a pound or 2 after a holiday, I'm quitting. Some here, you're not losing the weight maybe, but you're better than many of us who have lost the weight at losing weight. The problem is you don't pick yourself up quick enough after that holiday. And then have some personal values where you're like, okay, right now during the weight loss phase, I refuse to have more than 6 holidays a month. If you've got great tasting meals that you can have for your perfect days, is 6 holidays a month enough where you can eat anything you want 6 days a month? I think that's plenty. And then when you go over that, you start losing less and less until you get up to about 12 holidays. 12 holidays is what we call maintenance. I mean, literally, you could fight hard, get to your goal, and live the rest of your life if you follow the Shibboleth Shield with 18 perfect days and 12 holidays. And you would probably stay within 10 pounds of your goal all the time. Greatest thing ever. But we can't expect to eat what we want, when we want, as much as we want. And you're not even doing that, y'all. You're grazing, right? It all starts, it's not that bread pudding that I had after, I didn't graze all day. It's not that bread pudding that I had. That's not the problem. It's those days where you're just knick-knacking and grazing. A few tater chips here, and then you spike those insulin levels. You've got to change that habit and say, I can't use food anymore as a solution for boredom and hunger. And you do use it for hunger, but boredom, anxiety, stress, you can't do that. Food is not a solution for your emotions. That's why there's that quote that says, it's not what you're eating that's killing you, but it's what's eating at you. So when we get up today, those of you that are already doing 21, how many of you actually looked at your vision for your life worksheet today? When you got up, you looked at it. How many of you did that? Honestly, Amy did it. Paulette did it. Does that not help center you for the start of the day? Millie, hey, Millie, does that not help start you centered? Like, okay, here's what I'm going to do today. If we just jump out of bed and we start brushing the teeth, take the shower, put the deodorant on, and we go, and we don't get focused, what happens the minute you walk out that door? What attacks you? Everything. You didn't start the day getting that mind right and getting it centered. We must start our day right and get our mind centered and get our mind focused so that when we are tempted throughout the day, we know what to do. We know what we're really after. Okay, if you're being attacked right now, listen, if you're being attacked right now by the diet devil or any other thing going on in your life, Whatever's attacking you is not attacking you because of where you are today. Now, stop and think about this. Debbie Hammy, you listen to this. Whatever forces are coming at you, causing you not to engage in self-care daily or perform at your best at work or whatever's attacking you, it's not attacking you based upon where you're at today. It's attacking you based on where you're going to go in the future if you do what you're supposed to be doing. Sometimes I get it in my mind that, man, I'm being attacked right now for the person I am. What am I doing wrong? That's not it at all. These forces are attacking me to prevent me from my highest and best future. That's my destiny. Doesn't want me getting there. That's why you're being attacked. So we need that vision for our future so that we can ward off these attacks. Does the devil have any power in your life? No, only the power you give the devil. The minute you say, get behind me, Satan, get behind me, temptation, get behind me, anxiety, get behind me, stress, get behind me, worry, get behind me, boredom, and that won't be enough. You'll have to combat that with the word of God. Let God be thy portion. I can do all things through Christ which strengthens me. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all things will be added unto me. I can't live by bread alone, but by every word that proceedeth out of the mouth of God. You're going to have to do that. Yes, Sharon, I sent those meals. Tammy can send them to you again if you like. We did send them. I always check your promotional folder and your spam folder. Did most of y'all get those great meal ideas? Tammy will help you out if you didn't. Let her know that you didn't, and she'll get them to you. Millie did. Now, Millie, you had to attend class, but Millie's a special friend, and she's volunteered and helped. So, Tammy, go on and give them to Millie too. Millie's a good friend. Yep, they were for the folks that attended class yesterday and the day before. People that not that registered but attended. So, Tammy, hey, everybody's attending here, Tammy. So go ahead and give them that constant contact link with all of those meal ideas. Will you do that, Tammy? Tammy and I put a lot of work into that, so don't be giving them away. People do the meal plan wrong, okay? Some great, easy, simple. Y'all did like them? Lisa, if you're watching the thread, Tammy will get them for you, okay? There they are right there, boom. Let's go on and take a look at those before we even get into the challenge.
Yeah, and then we can go over Michelle's question.
Okay. All
so
right.
on one of the recipes, it is grilled chicken breast with mixed berries and sliced apples. Well, the categories written were 1 + 2 + 5. And so she's wanting to know where the 2 is. And so I'm going to.
We may have accidentally left it out. We were trying to do so much work. Which one is it? Do you know?
Yeah, it's down. I'm going to post the ingredients right now in the chat thread. It should be coming up. One more. Shrimp. Right. No, one more. Right
there. All right. So let's take a look. 4 chicken breasts, mixed berries, 2 medium apples, awesome. So yeah, we left something out of there by accident. So what we need to do, first of all, let me say this, everybody. Time out though, okay? Listen up. Everybody listening? This is important. This is advanced topic, all right? Chicken breast is a category 1 lean protein, yes? I'll help you too. I'm sorry, y'all, that we've lost it today. It's getting out of hand in here. So lean protein with mixed berries and sliced apples. We go to Tammy when we start talking about food, that rest of the lesson's over because that's what they come for. All right. So chicken breast, mixed berries, sliced apples. So this is what we call a perfect pairing, everyone. So you need to take a note here. If you portion control this is fine because berries and apples can be combined with a lean protein and it's a perfect pairing. Is everybody with me there? You can't do that with all fruit. if you've been to some advanced classes, you probably heard me say a category 1 and a category 7 can always be without, you don't need a fibrous carb if you're using berries, apples, oranges, or grapefruit. Did everybody catch that? But what I would do with this is I would add green beans or a salad, something like that. You need a category 2 in here to better this meal. Has everybody got that? Can you take a note? Just take your little note there, and then what we do, we're preheating the grill to medium-high heat, and because we're using MCT oil. Now, if I was using olive oil, would that be a perfect pairing then? No, because then we have long-chain triglycerides coupled with fruit sugar, not good. But medium-chain triglycerides have almost no propensity to be stored as fat. So I can use it, and we use ghee too, so we're good. These are approved oils. So we're grilling our chicken breast, serve chicken breast with mixed berries and sliced apples on the side, drizzled with melted ghee. I don't think we'd put melted ghee. There must have been, I must have left out a category 2 veggie like Brussels or something where you could drizzle a little ghee. My bad. There's 18 recipes. If I only screwed up one, Tammy, I think we did okay. All right. Now, I seen somebody that's hurting up here. Let me go. Somebody's very discouraged. It's Tiffany. For this, those of us with fatal seafood allergies, any encouragement and or ideas? I'm so discouraged. Now, Tiffany, can you explain to me why you're discouraged? Are you thinking that you've got to eat seafood on our program? Cindy, any category 2, but no category 2 bread for this recipe. You need a green roughage, green veggie. So, Tiffany, I'm a little concerned because you said if I read the context of what you said you're very discouraged because you have deadly seafood allergies. You don't have to eat seafood. These aren't the only recipes. Have you seen the recipe library, sis? So if we go to the recipe library, we've got to watch out for discouragement. I'm having a hard time meal planning. I'm overwhelmed. That's the discouragement. I just found the recipe library. Awesome. So we go to resources. Don't let this get the best of you because it's real simple. It doesn't feel like it right now because you're just getting started. We want you to get through fast track, but you have tons of recipes in the recipe library that have no seafood in them. So today we're going to get into meal planning. And do you have pen and paper so that you can write? And what we're going to do is go on and get into this now. Okay. So let me find. Tammy may have to give me that link one more time. I've got so many. Here it is. I found it. Never mind. So let me pull this back up. Let's just go on and get right into this. Okay, so I see all the discouragement. So first of all, Tammy, give them a few scriptures, if you will, if you can grab some, on how to overcome discouragement. The Word of God tells us Christians that we've got to be careful because that's the device of the devil. If you're discouraged, now let's think about it this way too. It's all about your vantage point, isn't it? You're blessed. Look at where you live. Look at the love in your life. You might have what you call a weight problem, but this is not a third world problem. There are third world countries that have problems. We're here because we are so blessed. We've engaged with the blessings of abundance so much that we've got a few health problems, right, everybody? That's what's happened here. We can't get so hyper fixated on the problem that we don't realize the reason the problem even exists is because you have a bountiful selection of foods every day, all day. Now, what has happened is we've started using them wrong. And we can use a challenge like this to get ourselves straightened out. Now, we can continue on the path we're on, and if we stay discouraged and defeated, nothing good's going to happen. Nothing's going to change. In fact, the problem will get worse. You know, before you know it, another 100 pounds, you know, just like that. That devil wants you to die. And what you got to do, all of us, all of us, we got to put on our big girl and big boy britches on. And we've got to think like an adult. We got to humble ourselves like a little child, but we've got to make some adult decisions. We can eat what we want, when we want, as much as we want, and often as we want, and not try to do this and gain weight. Or we can do our best to enjoy these foods here, giving thanks to God for them, and watch the weight just fall off. It's just an adult decision. So here's your class notes. You that are new, let's start right now. I'm going to quit looking at the chat for a bit, and I'm going to go through the rules, and then you're going to come up with some meal ideas for 1 week. Those of you that are discouraged, are you ready to work? Are you ready to write down some meal ideas that you like? Not things I like, things you like. And if you like it and it comes with an invisible side item of weight loss, why wouldn't you do it? Right? So let's go through here. So we want to read all of this. Yes, we have to read. I'm sounding like a smart aleck today, ain't I? But I'm being genuine. Tell me about how many out of 100 people read the stuff we send. Very, very few. So one of the things we do is got to slow that roll, right? We got to get off TikTok. TikTok's fun, but TikTok's like, that's just for your entertainment. You're not going to learn nothing on TikTok. It's for entertainment. Now we come in here and you're used to scrolling. I want to add something else. How much of that is what I'm saying is true? We are conditioned to chase every shiny object. It's hard for us to focus, isn't it? It's hard for us to focus. And when we're learning a new lifestyle, it's going to require some focus, but we're not conditioned to focus anymore. We're conditioned to play. Our problem, the reason we're here today is we've been playing too much. But we're going to have to slow our roll. We're going to have to get focused again. And we're going to read this. Okay? You need to read it. I'm not going to read it to you. You got to read it. It takes less than 3 minutes. Here's a long video. Okay? I hate that it's a long video. It's a long video. Now, you can watch this video if any of these rules down here don't make sense to you, because I go through the clicks in the video. But if this is going to change your life, is it worth it? Heck yeah. Did y'all see those results? Did I even show those? Maybe we should do that so that you'll want to pay attention here. I think you might want to pay attention if I show you this. Here's 5 days in. 5 days in, Brother Charles Grant, y'all. Give him a big round of applause. Now, this is based upon percentage of body weight. I'll explain that in a moment. Charles Grant, 15.4 pounds down. Big round of applause for Charles in 5 days. Did Brother Charles get serious this week? I say he did. Texas, 12.8. Deborah, 12 pounds. Momo, 11.8. Paulette, 11.2. Eloise, 10.4. Susie, 9.2. A. Douglas, 9.2. Loretta, 9. And Ken, 9 pounds in our top 10. This is just the top 10. In 5 days, these people committed. And it ain't like they're just getting started. Look at their total weight loss over here. A. Douglas just started. Susie just started. But look at Loretta. She'd already lost 9, now down 24. Tell me this don't work. Brother Charles is already down 151. How about that for Rocky, Charles Rocky Balboa Grant? Look at Texas, down 35, already down 35.8. But now watch, notice that over here, T Ford, check this out, y'all. Way to go, Lanice. Lanice down 5. Look at T Ford. See, T Ford is not even in the top 10 of body weight loss, but is number 1 from a percentage of body weight loss. This is the chart that we really want to be on. Do you understand me? This is the chart we want to be on. What do I tell folks that they can lose in their first month if they get serious? What is the right expectations here? 10%, girl. 10%. If you start at 330, if you start at 220, if you start at 150, 15. But then after that, what do I say you'll lose every week if you stick with the program? 1%. How many weeks are there in a year? Just do the math, sisters. 52. Can you all lose? Do y'all need to lose 52% of your weight? No. Are you seeing how easy, when you come to class, how easy I make this sound? Am I the devil just trying to make it sound easy? Or is it the devil that's caused you to think it's complicated? Is it the devil that's tried to confuse you? It's very simple. Don't that motivate y'all? T Ford, 5.8%. Texas, 5.7. Deborah, 5.6. Susie, 4.8. Charles, 4.8. Cheryl, 4.7. Lynn, 4.3. Loretta, 4.2. Tammy, 4.2. Renee, 4.2%. Isn't that beautiful? Now, how did they do that? Ask them. They followed the 21-day self-mastery program, y'all. That's what they did. Let me get it back up. All right, here we go. Moving it around. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is sign up for the challenge. If I click this, I'm going to go to where I sign up for May the 15th. Everybody see that? You'll need 2 pictures. You want to wear form-fitting clothing so that you can see your change over 21 days. You'll have before and after. Those of you that do not want to put pictures, the only way to get in there is to upload 2 pictures. It's supposed to be before, side, or back. But you could put, if you don't want your body on there, no problem. You can load a vase of flowers or a picture of the ocean. But that's just the only way to get in here and accept the challenge. Okay. This was last week's start group. Now you're starting here. If you're brand new, you're starting on, if those of you already in this one, you don't need to sign up here unless you tapped out. Does that part make sense? And then it makes sense that my notes would be gone again. Tammy, could you give me back the constant contact notes? When I click that, my tab closed. Miss Tammy. Thank you. Starting over. All right. So that's how we sign up. Then you've got your group for group support. If you're on Facebook, here's where you get group support on Facebook. Now, those of you that are new, let's talk about the rules. 1 day at a time. Now, if you're looking at this, and where's my new folks? If I go over these rules and I say that you've got to do them 21 days in a row, does that sound a little difficult? If you're brand new here, Shannon's new, sounds kind of difficult, don't it? To do something 21 days in a row and you hadn't been doing it right. That's a little daunting. But watch this. Could you do the following 21 days in a row? Could you do the following 21 days in a row? Could you get a massage 21 days in a row if it was free? If somebody said you're going to get a massage at night, a foot massage at night for 21 days in a row, why would that be a good thing? Because it feels good, right? It's pleasurable, right? It feels good. So let's now look at this in a different way. If you do these things, if you have those of you that are new, do you believe that you could do the following for 1 day? If it meant certain weight loss, could you do the following? Drink a half a gallon to a gallon of water per day. For one day, journal all your food intake. Do not graze. Follow the meal ideas that I'm going to give you today. They're delicious. Eat 2 to 3 eating episodes in a day and eat it off of a 6 to 8 inch plate or from a portion control bowl, or use the 2-hand rule. Fast a minimum of 12 hours, but try to get 16 hours in. If you do 16-hour fast, an 8-hour eating window. If you do 12-hour, you get a 12-hour eating window. And be grateful and bless the name of the Lord. If you do those things, let me ask the new folks this: could you do that one day? No matter what, could you do it one day? If those of you that said it looked a little bit difficult to do 21 days in a row, but could you do, if you decided, could you do it for one darn day, just one day, and then it's over? Okay. Now watch this, my new people. How many of my experienced Shibola people have had one perfect day, and after that one perfect day, you felt incredible? How many of you would say after one perfect day, you ate great tasting foods, you felt incredible, it wasn't that difficult, you felt good about yourself, and you were able to do it again the next day? How many of you would say that it's actually more pleasurable than how you ate before Shibola? So, to my new people, if you'll do one day and you have pleasure like all they had pleasure, why wouldn't you do it again the next day? And why wouldn't you do it again the next day? And why wouldn't you do it again the next day? And you're losing weight. It may be ounces that you lose one day. It may be a pound you lose one day. Some days it might go up a little, but you'll lose 1% of your body weight each week following the program. So these are our rules that we're going to try to do 21 days in a row, like our life depends on it, but it's going to be pleasurable. Now I want you to start writing some foods down. I'm going to click on this, see this meal idea worksheet? I'm going to go down here and I'm going to click on it. And I'm going to create a new worksheet. This is our new worksheet. And we're going to come up, see these slots here? We're going to come up with 21 different foods that you like. We're coming up with 21 days that you like. 21 foods. This is what you're taking in your play place. This is what you're taking to your island. You're taking these foods to your survivor island. Are y'all with me? Y'all with the concept? We have to humble ourselves like little children. So while I want y'all to look at these foods: lean proteins, fibrous carbs, breads, complex carbs, protein plus fat, fruit, superfoods, shellfish, meal replacements, recipes, and wow challenges. I'm going to flip back over here, and y'all are going to pick foods that you like. We're going to show you how to work this out, okay? So let's just randomly take people's choices and let's fill out our inventory. We'll do this like we're all one person. So headed to Victory Island, Jenny. All right, everybody, what food do you want to take to Victory Island with you? And I want our new folks to get involved with this. Chicken, you get one pick, chicken breast. But now, wait a minute, Tiffany, is that Tiffany? Tiffany, you want to put in your slots chicken, and then you would do it like this: peas, We'll leave yours on there. We got plenty of slots. And carrots. You can't put them all in one slot because this is a game. We're making it a game. So I see an eggs. That's a good versatile one. Eggs. Green beans. Okay, Shannon asked about coffee and creamer. Listen up, everybody. Do we have to put 0-calorie coffee in a slot? Do we have to put approved creamer in a slot? But can we use them? Right. Are y'all with me? And those of you that stay, how many of you want to see our new photo recognition program where you can take a picture of the food? So stay tuned. I just had to tease you. I see people starting to leave, so I had to tease you to bait you back in. So you don't have to put listen, I didn't say any condiments. I didn't say any condiments. Approved condiments. Does everybody know how to find approved condiments? Library, right? But 0-calorie beverages like my new flavor of Spark, I don't have to put that in a slot. So Deborah says peppers. What are some more foods y'all want in here? Think about it now. You're going to be stuck with these foods for a week. What's some more foods you want to take from the list? Leafy greens. That's a good versatile one. That's a lot. Boar's head ham. I'll go with that. That's a good one. That's one of my favorite. Squash. Fish. Mushrooms. 96 lean ground beef. Peanuts, steak, Hebrew National, Franks that are 97% lean. Brussels we'll call a leafy green. You want some okra? Okay. What about bread? Y'all haven't put any bread. What if you're wanting a sandwich? Do y'all want some bread? No, if you list fish, that doesn't include shellfish. So Lewis keto bread, we got a bread now. What if we do this to cover it all? What if I just put, because you can pull the item as I've written it. So -2 or -3 bread. Now that covers our tortilla too, don't it? Natural peanut butter. Somebody wants some fat-free cheese. I see somebody wanting some yogurt, Greek plant. Let's do 000 yogurt. We got one more slot. 000. Special K is not on the list, Miss Buffy. So we've got to choose from this list. This is not regular Shibboleth. We're narrowing our focus and only choosing from these foods for the 21-day challenge. And I see berries. That's the last one, okay? Now, this isn't your list. Mighty Muffin would have been a good one. We didn't put any meal replacements. We may be in trouble. Do y'all see why it's important to plan based upon your likes and needs? Your list can be different than this list. I'm just showing you, us as a group collectively, how easy this is. So now, What are some breakfast ideas that we could do from this list and follow the rules? You new folks can write these down. Great meal ideas. Egg whites and peppers. Those are both on the list, right? Did I put them? I put eggs. Did I put egg whites? Nope. I got to stay true. I only put eggs. Can't do it. Going to have a game here. It's a discipline game. An egg sandwich with the bread. Good. Egg sandwich with bread. Could I use a little approved mayonnaise there without putting it in the slot? Yes, because that's a condiment. Then we got peanut butter toast. Peanut butter toast, eggs and fat-free cheese on a wrap. Has to be a -2 or -3 bread. All right, now let's look at some lunch ideas. What are some lunch ideas? Y'all are coming up with some other good breakfast ideas there for sure. Lunch ideas, steak and green beans. How much portion of steak should we do? About 4 ounces. Fish and okra. How would we cook our fish? Could we bread our fish? Not for the challenge. Could we bread it on regular shibboleth with approved breading? Yes. What's another item? Chicken and squash, chicken breast and squash, good. Now, are y'all seeing that we didn't do too good planning? You know why? We didn't put any recipes here. There's no recipes and there's no wow challenges. So you can think about doing those for next week. Deborah says, could we use TVP for breading? It's not on the list. If it regular shibboleth, yes. When I bread my foods for my lifestyle, I use TVP, Fiber Gourmet flour, or Carb Quick flour, or almond flour, and it's delicious. But for the challenge, we didn't include any breading. You want a hot dog on a wrap? So Hebrew National Frank on a wrap. Now, some folks asked me during the week, why can't I have this? Why can't I have that? It's in the library. I think there begins to be a little confusion. We're doing a challenge. But Travis, if that works, why can't we include it? Because a challenge is more about discipline. It's more about discipline. Those wow challenges, they're about discipline. Do y'all agree that, or at least I'll agree with myself, my struggle was because I had stopped saying no to myself. My struggle was because I stopped exercising my spiritual self-discipline muscles. I had to start reactivating those spiritual self-discipline muscles. I had to get blood flow back to it. My discipline had atrophied and died. And it takes some hard work in the beginning to say no to thyself. So in a week, it doesn't matter that I can have other foods that work great. I got to stick to this on the honor system, doing the best I can. Hamburger and mushroom, hamburger patty and mushrooms. Could I put Worcestershire sauce on my hamburger steak patty? It's not in the slot. Could I put Worcestershire? I could. Do we have to follow those foods listed for this week, or do we come up with 21? No, we're doing we're having a working session. You will come up with your own and do it just like I'm doing. I'm demonstrating how you should do the challenge if you want to do the challenge in the spirit of which it was written. Okay, this isn't your foods. You get to do your own. You could certainly use this one, but you get to do your own. What's one more dinner idea? Need another dinner idea. Let me do one for us. Let's see. What about just a good old grilled chicken salad with a chopped up egg on it with approved salad dressing? Could I do that? I do that a lot. Grilled chicken. What I do, I just put it in my portion control bowl, grilled. As long as you use your portion container, none of these foods will hurt you. So I could have me a whole egg chopped up with a little grilled chicken on some leafy greens and some homemade Catalina dressing. Yum, yum, yum. So I'm putting grilled chicken, egg, and leafy greens. Does fish include tuna in a pouch? It does. It does. Lanice says Mexican beef casserole is a great dinner. Well, let's see if we could have that. I don't know. It says recipes have to be a -2 or -3. Is Mexican beef casserole a -2 or -3, Lanice? It's -2. So could Lanice have that on her list? How would I write that down? If I wanted that, how would I write it in a slot? I would write that specifically down. Then I get all the ingredients that's in that one recipe. Does that make sense? Having fun with it. You can use any -2 or -3 meal replacement. Everything that you need to do this challenge, everything is listed here. We didn't leave anything out. It's beautiful. Don't forget to take your metabolic nutrition system if you're trying to go the extra mile. Don't forget your Spark if you need energy during your calorie deficit. Don't forget Catalyst to help you preserve more muscle. Don't forget Slim to help you with appetite control. Now, if you'll do everything that's listed here, Brother Charles, are you taking your metabolic nutrition system? You're #1 on the weight loss. Are you still here, bro? Are you taking your metabolic nutrition system, my friend? So when we adhere to the 4 pillars of wellness, look out, Diet Devil: faith, nutrition, exercise, supplementation. Can't stop us. Nobody can stop you. So these are our meal ideas that we just nailed. Is there anybody here, and I promise I won't bark, I know how difficult this is when you're surrounded by the enemy and you haven't fully adopted Shibboleth yet. Is there anybody here that you're just so lost right now you don't know what to do? Because we're all going to love on you a little bit. We're not going to be mean to you. We're going to love on you. You've found a different kind of family. So is there anybody you're really lost right now? You're even afraid to admit it, but you don't know what to do. It's just you don't know what to eat next week. We want to rally around you right now and help you. I want to help somebody that's troubled and confused. I'm going to answer some questions while I'm waiting. I used to use olive oil for my salad dressings and balsamic vinegar. Is that off limits? I caught a little of what you were saying about olive oil. Do you eat a teaspoon of MCT oil as your salad dressing? Do you do that? What is your preferred salad dressing? In the recipe library, there are MCT-based salad dressings. My favorite's Catalina. You can also use MCT with apple cider vinegar and Italian seasoning for your Italian dressing. But you can buy store-bought salad dressings. You just have to keep your calories 50 or less. That's your condiment rule for a salad dressing. So you got to keep it 50 or less. Olive oil is not good for us when we're trying to lose weight, but we can have olive oil. If you choose an olive oil salad dressing, that means there's two categories you can't have on your plate. Does anybody know what those two categories are? If you choose olive oil, you have to avoid what two categories? Category 3 and category 5. And somebody said 6, and it's best to leave it off 2. Okay. Where do we order the proportion control bowl? You can buy any 6 to 8 inch plate at your grocery store, just plastic throwaways. 6 to 8 inch plates, fine. I got these off of Amazon. I have a plate around here. So here it is. I use these every day. They're expensive, but they last forever, seemingly. So I've got my portion control plates or something like this that's 6 to 8 inches, something like this. If you don't want to buy a plate, our program is practical. 2-hand rule. Thumbs interlock, fingers together. Put this over your steak and broccoli. If your hands cover it, you're probably good. How do you order Metabolic Nutrition System? It's in right here, Miss Debbie. Go down here and click it, and it'll take you right to it. You see that, Debbie? When we're not, you'll lose weight without supplements. You will, let me repeat that. We're not going to sit up here and lie. You will lose weight following my rules without any supplementation. I've been taking it since the day I started losing weight, and I won't stop. Because if you don't fill your nutrient gaps while you're in a calorie deficit, your body will lose body weight slower. And also, it gives me more energy. The more energy I have while in a calorie deficit, the more calories I will burn because I'll be more active. It also helps me with appetite control. When we're in a calorie deficit and we're losing body fat, our body is cannibalizing its own fat. And it needs a lot of support, not in the form of calories. It needs micronutrient support to lose maximum body fat. And that's why I recommend Metabolic Nutrition System and Spark. So TB is having a hard time pulling that up. The grocery list, do you mean, what list are we talking about? Are we talking about this list? Let's get you some help. Did I lose it again? Here it is. What are you having a hard time finding so that we can help you? Tammy's posting links, TB. So TB, make sure you're trying those links to see what you're missing there. The weekly grocery sheet. So Tammy's giving that to you. Yours won't link. I don't know why. Is anybody else having a problem with the links? Is it on our end or is it on TB's end? I'll let y'all figure that out, Miss Tammy. Thank you. All right, let's keep working. Let's keep working. Do any of our new folks, hey, Stacy and Arlen, are any of our new folks confused about what to do Monday? Let's get you the help, because if you don't know what to eat and you don't understand the rules, life will hit you and you won't do the challenge. Everybody satisfied they know what to do? Are all hearts and minds clear? No, there seems to be no questions. Okay, I'm going to show you if I can find it. I'm going to show you what's coming, what we're working on for our partners. Okay, so we're having to train it. Okay, this is for our partners. It's not ready, but we're training it. Okay, don't use it. Do not use it, because my developer will be very angry. He's having to train it. So you will be able to put in something like ice cream, and right now it's not working. You see, it says well darn, right? But he's training it to understand. So let me show you, like chicken breast. A picture of a chicken breast, it recognized it as a lean protein, and then it will tell you exactly how to eat it. So we're working on it where you'll be able to even take pictures of nutrition labels, and it tell you if it's approved or not. And we're now in the training process. Like here, a picture of an apple was uploaded. It tells you how to eat it. But now we're working on the processed foods. Okay? So there's another thing I want to show you that's going to be great, so you can start hearting your foods. Let me show you. You need to start hearting foods. When I say heart it or favorite it, you know what I'm talking about, right? Okay. Now, y'all need to support Shabola, because I don't have deep pockets, and I'm doing everything I can, robbing Peter to pay Paul, to pull this stuff off for all of us. So if you go over here, so if you're favoriting your foods, you'll soon be able to generate a meal plan. We're training this too. Says loading, bear with me. He's probably working on it. Here it is. So again, this is the beta. It's on the back end. Do not use it. Do not try to find it. Do not use it, because you'll break it. But I wanted to show you that if you heart, like I've got hearted in my favorites, grilled fish and salad, and it gave me the perfect recipe. Now we'll be training it which oils to use, which fats to use, and it gives you grilled fish and green salad, the perfect setup, hot dog and baked sweet potato fries, and all the things that I've hearted. So in the library, and you'll be able to do this anytime you want, to generate meal ideas and recipes for yourself. Okay. So what you want to do is, when you're in a recipe and you like it, you want to make sure you favorite it. Now, once you favorite it and you go to your journal, you will see that it's listed in your favorite recipes. Your favorite foods are listed. This is where instead of you having to go look for ideas, it'll give you things that you already love. It'll remind you of what you love, and then you'll be able to print off that meal plan. You'll be able to add all the ingredients to the grocery list. I think it's amazing. Okay. We're doing this. It's costing a ton of money. We're having to rob Peter to pay Paul to do it. We're doing it exclusively for our partners or the upgraded programs. So that's going to be really exciting. And we'll have to, the way we do partners now is any monthly contribution, regardless of whatever the Lord led you to do, that gets you in. But once we officially launch it, we won't be able to do that, but we'll grandfather all of you in. So you might want to think about becoming a partner. I don't know how soon it's coming. We're trying to get this out by July. As you see, it's pretty much ready, but we've got to train it. We got to train it. Yes, you can set up a monthly auto contribution, anything $5 or more. We're hoping people will, ask the Lord. We don't want anybody contributing anything monthly that's going to hurt. We want it to be something that you won't miss. And if that's $10 or $15, that's great. If it's only $5, that's great. But this is costing a lot. I've taken a huge gamble and a huge risk to pull this off, and I need our members to support it. And it helps me bring it out quicker because I'm having to do this because of funds. I'm having to work on it a while and then stop. I'm having to get some more money, work on it and stop. So if we could get Shibboleth the support that it needs, then I can get this stuff pushed out quicker because my developer will be able to work on it every day. It's going to be outstanding. You'll be able to use your mobile device to do it. It's going to be awesome. All right, what is my opinion on sugar-free items from a chemical perspective? I just did an amazing lesson yesterday on that and went over sugar alcohol and how I feel about sugar alcohols, okay? So I don't know if you're a partner or not. It was exclusive for it was Thursday, exclusive for our partners. I went over that. If you're a partner, it's a great class. But the short of it is, if you're trying to lose weight, you're better off with, first of all, you never have to use artificial sweeteners with this program. You don't. But to believe or buy into the propaganda that regular sugar is better for you than aspartame is a joke. That's propaganda. And if you buy in, you'll never lose weight. Sugar and starch have infiltrated everything that we consume, and it's deadly. Artificial sweeteners, for you to have a few swaps, like you used to drink a Coke, now you're going to drink a Diet Coke. Is it ideal? No. But you'll control insulin. For you to have, instead of having a Reese cup, to have a Health Smart peanut butter patty that has sugar alcohol in it, so much better for you. To make a fuss over artificial sweeteners is like fussing about peeing in the ocean. The real problem here is excess body fat, not aspartame, not Splenda. Excess body fat is the culprit. It is the leading cause of all premature disease. Death, all premature death. So that's my take on it. Now, can I, as a Shibboleth member, avoid all chemical sweeteners? Yes, I can do that. I won't have as much variety, but that's better than how I used to live, you know. So it's just a philosophy. We've got members here that do Shibboleth all organic and all clean. They're drinking their unsweet tea. They're drinking their black coffee. They're eating organic chicken. They're eating organic veggies. Kudos to them. They just said, you know what? I'm not putting anything unclean in my body. That's the best way to do Shibboleth. But as far as me and my house, 80% of my diet, Shibboleth diet, is clean. But there's another 20% where, darn it, if I want me a Coca-Cola, I'm not going to spike my insulin with a regular Coca-Cola and cause the fat bust to come. And now I've stopped my efficient fat burning for 2 days and I'm in growth mode. When they say artificial sweeteners, there's no scientific evidence that artificial sweeteners cause cancer. But sugar does. Sugar does. To me, there's just so much confusion and propaganda, and we just have to let each person work out their own health and wellness salvation with fear and trembling. That's my short take on it. But I do go over the artificial sugar alcohols I did Thursday in the 12:30 class that's now in the library for partners. Let me know if you have a specific question about a sugar substitute. I'm happy to answer. Travis, on 21 day, can you list one of the foods as -2 or -3, or does it have to be specific? All you have to do is put -2 or -3 because of the way I wrote it up. However I wrote it up, that's how you have to pull it. Thank you, Elizabeth. Anyone else? Any other questions or comments? We have anybody gonna do the challenge with us? Don't forget, we go live every single day. We go live to support and help people many times a day, some days, to offer support, help, hand holding, whatever you need. We try to be there for you. Tell somebody about Shibboleth. Good to have Millie with us today.
Hey, Travis,
Yes, ma'am.
can we talk about freebies for a moment? Because people are always asking and have asked today, what about freebies? So what I suggested is if you want pickles or if you want freebies, to go ahead and put it on your list and incorporate it with your meals during the week. But I figured you might want to give your take.
Yeah, on the regular Shibboleth program, freebies are allowed to gray zone if you're having mental weakness. On the regular program, we want to break the habit of grazing, because grazing on cucumbers isn't going to hurt us, but it's the habit of grazing, and then cucumbers turn into Hershey Kisses. So over time, we're trying to eliminate the habit of grazing. On the challenge, there's no grazing allowed. This is a challenge to help us break bad habits. So if you want cucumbers, have it with your eating episode. Do not graze between meals for 21 days. Does that make sense?
Shannon's wanting to know what the difference is between a member and a partner.
So we've always operated at below cost. Our program is much more expensive to administer than we charge for it. And the philosophy was that members that believed in our mission would help us. And Tammy, they didn't get the share feature up yesterday, did they? It doesn't look like. Am I looking at that wrong? But anyway, let me show you real quick. Partners. So if I go to my dashboard, you'll see Fast Track, Journey, Tiger's Eye, and Partner. So this little heart right here by my profile means I'm a partner of Shibboleth, meaning I donate what I feel I can afford, easily afford monthly to support Shibboleth. $5 a month or more, depending on the person. And then I get partner perks. I just showed you a couple that are coming. And here we have our partner video lessons. These are all the partner video lessons we've done so far, and it's growing. Okay, some great partner lessons. These are a deeper dive. There's partners here now, I think that they enjoy them and would tell you this here is worth it, just this. And then we have partner workouts. We have our workout progression where it helps us progress through these body weight exercises and get stronger each and every week. So we just keep adding perks for our partners so that they know how much we appreciate them supporting this life-saving mission. Okay. If you want to share Shibboleth, all you have to do is come up here to the top. It's easy to share Shibboleth with your friends. And effective May the 1st, every person that uses your link to sign up, you get 30%. That is awesome. So we're building a huge ambassador program, and we need you. So it doesn't hurt you to share Shibboleth. You're saving a life, and starting May the 1st, you started getting paid. So anybody that uses your link, it's tracked to you. You'll even be able to see it in your who's signed up with your link. So our Shibboleth family, the desire is for all of us to just help continue blessing the name of the Lord and seeing people heal, and we're taking care of ourselves and inspiring others to do the same thing. Can celery be used as a condiment for a meal? Well, yeah. You could add celery to any meal as a condiment. You sure could. So but you need to put it in a slot because it's a food. It's not like a flavoring condiment. You still need to put it in a slot. Anything that's listed in those foods, that will go in a slot. So are the holidays one a week? No, it's up to you. You can have up to 3 holidays over the 3 weeks. It wouldn't be wise to have 3 in a row because you might want it later, but you can have up to 3 holidays anytime during the 21 days. Doesn't matter if it's 3 in 1 week or 1 a week. I would space it. I would pace myself to try to get through this on the honor system. Anybody else?
Travis, Deborah asked, is it common to gain on this challenge some?
No. No. If you gain weight over the next 21 days, then it might be my fault for explaining something wrong, but you didn't do the challenge. It would be impossible. Yeah, be impossible. Now, if you mean that you gain weight in a day or two, that happens to all of us, right, y'all? We talk about that every class, don't we? So our body's a big old sponge, and the water retention and the glucose retention is going to ebb and flow. So you got to say things the right way, everybody. We all tend to do this. How many of you have done this yourself? I'm starving to death. You say, I'm starving to death. How many of you have done this? You've lost 4 pounds in 3 days, and you gain a pound, and you say, I'm gaining weight. How many of you done that? You don't say, but I lost 4 the first few days. You don't say that. You say, I gain weight. Can't do that. You're talking yourself out of a blessing. Charles Grant has lost more weight than anybody here today. And Charles, there are days he gains weight. Okay. Consistency is the price you have to pay to get to where you want to go. Elizabeth lost 7.5 in 2 weeks. Now, if after a week you believe that you did everything right, let me ask it this way. Is there anyone within the sound of my voice, that you had only 1 holiday in a week, all your other days were perfect, and you gained weight? Anybody? And we'll go look at your journal right now and fix it for you. I'll take the blame for it. Anybody? Any takers? No takers? There's no takers? So let me ask y'all something. This is Wellness Coaching 101. Why do we say out loud or in writing that I'm gaining weight or I'm starving to death? Does that help you? Does that make you want to keep going Or is that something psychological because you really kind of don't want the discomfort of continuing on? Are you with me? This is deep stuff, y'all. This is psychological. For most of us, it's psychological. We don't even understand how much we curse our own selves, and I'm talking to me too, with our own words. We should be pouring out blessings with our words and in our writing, talking about things the way we want them to be. I hope that makes sense and resonates with someone. We've got some people, you're not going to talk them out of being negative. You can't talk them out of it if you try. And I can't help them. I can't help them. You got to want to change your words and your thoughts. I want to change my words and thoughts. The more I eliminate the negativity that comes out of my mouth and the more the negativity I write down, the more successful I'm going to be. You got to want to change. You got to want to.
Hey, Travis.
Yes, ma'am.
Sweet Amy said that she lost during the week, but she gained yesterday.
That happens, don't it? It happens to all of us.
But it's not fat.
No, not if you followed the program. Has she gained more than she lost this week? No. Oh, it was Amy. Amy, do you know what your net loss is this week? What your net loss is? Counting the gain, how much did you lose in 5 days? Lost 2 pounds in 5 days. Let's do the math. I know y'all like this. I know you like it. She lost 2 pounds in 5 days. Okay. So there's 365 days in a year divided by 5 days. So there's 73. Watch this, y'all. There's 73 5-day sessions in a year. Do y'all see my math? She just spent 5 days doing the program. She only lost 2 pounds. That's how everybody talks. I only lost 2. Now watch. There's 73 5-day periods in a year times 2 pounds that she lost in a 5-day period. She's on track to lose 146 pounds. What would you weigh if you lost 146 pounds, Amy? You wouldn't be here, would you? So the journey is a journey of hills and valleys, but you're looking like an unprofitable company on Wall Street, right? That's what we want to look like. We want our weight chart to look like your weight chart will never look like this. Nobody that's lost weight. Now let's stop. Before I go, I want y'all to think about this deeply. Anybody, if you ever met a person on their weight loss journey that their weight chart looked like this, straight down. Here's the day they started. Here's the day they finished. Have you ever known anyone? Has there ever been a human being that did that? Never, nowhere, nada, ain't gonna happen. So if you want, how many of you want yours in your mind without even thinking about it? You feel that you need to lose weight every day or you're going to get discouraged. Tell the truth. I need to lose the weight every day or I'm going to get discouraged. We've already talked about how pleasurable this is, but you're going to lose weight every day. So you're going to be the first person in human history to have a weight loss chart that looks like this. You're going to be the very first person, or you're quitting. You're going to be the first person in human history that lost weight every single day. Now, this is where you wanted to get. Is anybody laughing at yourself yet? I laugh at myself all the time. Like, Travis, there really is 2 of you, spirit and flesh. You're going to be the first person in the history. You'll be on Time magazine. No, here's the way it looks. It's the way mine looks. It's the way everybody here's looks. Up, down, up, down. But look, did I still get to my destination? I still get to my destination. I still get to my destination. By the way, I'm gonna go. Is everybody still listening? Do you want to hear what your bonus is if you're ordering AdvoCare today? Anybody want to hear what the new bonus is? Did y'all, those that did AdvoCare, you got your meal ideas too, right? Did y'all like those that Sasha sent you? Did y'all like them? All right, so if you order AdvoCare, this has nothing to do with them, but if you order AdvoCare for your challenge, forward me your receipt so that I can send you some recipes, new ones that go with that AdvoCare. This time I'm gonna send you 12 delicious gluten-free recipes. 12 delicious gluten-free recipes. Those will go out this weekend. 12 delicious gluten-free, amazing recipes to use with your AdvoCare products. But you'll have to forward me your receipt to travisjack777@gmail.com. Stephanie, if you'll email me again, we'll figure out how you got overlooked by accident. Make sure you email me, travisjack777@gmail.com. Anybody else?
Travis, just real quick. People are asking about the AdvoCare products bundles and such. Any AdvoCare products that we're going to be using during the challenge are linked in your class notes. So you can click on those links and it takes you directly to that specific product for the challenge. But you can order any AdvoCare products and just send that receipt in.
Yeah, and anytime you want to know how to use any of that stuff, I'm pretty well known in their thing. I've been a 20-year veteran of their products. I think they're the best. I'm happy to help you based upon your needs, whether that's weight management, wellness, or sports performance. So feel free to email me anytime about AdvoCare. They're the best, safe, effective. I've been taking them since day one of my final weight loss journey. 20 years ago. Anybody else? Awesome. Start that Delta tomorrow. Take it according to the instructions. It pays big dividends if you take it right, along with my rule set. Don't use their meal plans. Their meal plans are more for sports performance, which is not what we're trying to do. We're trying to preserve muscle and lose fat, so we want to use different meal plans. Yes, Buffy, definitely, definitely. I always have your doctor review it, always. Safety first. Yeah. Anybody else? Thank y'all for coming today. Did y'all get anything out of this session? I hope so. We love you. Don't forget, share Shibboleth. We changed our whole corporate structure May the 1st. As you can see, there's major changes coming. And I hope that you'll enjoy the changes, and I hope you'll promote Shibboleth and get paid. We want you to get paid. We've always dabbled with that, but we never charged enough for our services to make it work. And now we have a value ladder, and we're going to hack those algorithms by having a strong ambassador program and paying people well to support Shibboleth. We'd rather pay you than pay Facebook. Can I make guacamole for a burger? TB, on regular Shibboleth, you can. There's a guacamole recipe. If you go to the recipe library, type in guacamole, a delicious guacamole recipe. For the challenge, you're supposed to keep your condiments as close to 0 as you can. So if you don't put avocado in a slot, you can't do that. If you put avocado in your slot, then you could do that. You could go pick out that recipe. Well, in fact, you could, if it's, I believe it's a -2 or -3. Let's just look. So you could just put it in as a recipe. How about that for creativity? You got creative there. Let's just take a look. If I can spell it right. So I got guacamole, and no, it's a 0 on the weight loss meter. So the only way to do that is put avocado in a slot and then get the seasoning pack and make you some, and you should be all right. Put it in a slot. Anybody else? Thank you, Tammy. Thanks for the help. We'll talk to y'all later. Have a good day. God bless you.